Hi YouTubers, this is Jessie CK, and today we're going to talk about the differences between cardio, conditioning, and weight training. And we're going to go into everybody's most important and favorite questions, okay? For example, how do we spot reduce? How do we get rid of certain parts of the area? Maybe I have a hanging arm, maybe my pooch, I can't get rid of my pooch no matter what I do, no matter how much I tweak my diet, or how many ab crunches I do. Let's talk about some of the differences between muscle confusion, fat burning zone, cardio zone. So there's a ton of questions that are probably going through your mind or that you've heard some of your friends ask you. So first off, let's talk about muscle confusion. I'm sure you've heard of the term muscle confusion, okay? Now, no matter what your goals are for training and getting into the gym, we all want to look good, we want to feel good, we want to be healthy, we want to be strong, we want to have good sleep, okay? So all this comes with the territory. So really depending on your goals, do you want lean muscle mass? Do you want to bulk up? Do you want to just lose weight? Do you just want to be in even better condition? Do you want to be in really good cardio condition? Because there's a difference between being strong and being in really good cardio condition. However, it's always really important to really think about incorporating everything, doing the conditioning, the cardio, and the weight training, and maybe switching it up. Okay, so muscle confusion, what is it? We're confusing our muscles. Our body is a giant self-defense mechanism, and you've heard me probably say this once before if you subscribe to my videos, which I hope you do. Okay, because I always have a lot of great information. You can watch me work out. You know, just hit that subscribe button up there and keep watching because I always have something new to talk about. Muscle confusion, confusing the muscles. We definitely don't want our muscles to adapt to our workouts, because what happens when we adapt, we get to a certain point, we might start seeing results, or maybe you didn't quite start seeing results and you plateau. It's the plateau effect where you look in the mirror for weeks and you're wondering, this was working for me last week, or this was working last month, what's going on? Okay, it's probably because you have the same routine going on. We don't ever want this to become vanilla. We don't ever want this to become something that you dread or something that's thoughtless or mindless. When you go into the gym, your mindset should be, I'm going to go hard, I'm going to go strong, I'm going to watch my form, and I'm going to go outside of my comfort levels and push. And that, my friends, is the key to a great kick-ass body. Okay, so definitely muscle confusion. We want to confuse our muscles. So we want to change out our routine. Okay, 1 week, for example, for our legs, we might do squats, hack squats, and deep lunges. The next week, instead of doing squats, hack squats, and deep lunges, we're going to do deadlifts, we're going to do tire pulls, we're going to do sled pulls, rather tire pushes, sled pulls, or we can incorporate a brand new workout, or we can still do the squats, but we can change it up and we can do unilateral squats, which I will show you in plenty of my other videos. I always have new exercises. So definitely we can increase the resistance 1 week. We can do higher reps and more sets another week. There's so many different ways to confuse our muscles. So keep it interesting and never do the same thing over and over and over again, okay? Let's talk about the difference between cardio and strength training, okay? Strength training, we're increasing the resistance, okay? So time under tension. You've probably heard me say it 1,000 times, and I cannot stress it enough. Time under tension is what builds muscle. Ladies, do not be afraid of lean muscle mass. Lean muscle mass is your best friend. In fact, muscle is your best friend. The difference between lean muscle mass and bulkier muscle is simply diet and not so much training necessarily. So of course, a lot of the bodybuilders, they're going heavy, they're using the time under tension, they're going for high reps. Of course, they're going for max effort, so they're trying to go as heavy as possible every single time, but their diet usually consists of a lot of carbs and a lot of sugars for the glycogen stores, and they're not so much watching their carbs. So, of course, every bodybuilder has their own specific diet, but really the difference, the primary difference between lean muscle mass and heavy, bulky muscle is diet. And you can still get a lot of muscle on your body without looking bulky. Me, for example, I got a lot of muscle, but I'm not necessarily bulky. And that's because I'm in a low carb diet. I drink lots of water, and I'll tell you a little few of my secrets if you're good to me. Definitely increasing resistance. So time under tension, okay, the more time that your muscle's under tension, the more the muscle fibers work as hard as possible and increase that muscle to adapt to that time under tension, okay? Performing more reps. So we're gonna do, instead of 4 sets of 10, we might do 12 sets of 10. So increasing the resistance and increasing the reps. Get outside of your comfort zone. You will be surprised just how strong you are, okay? And that's coming from me, all right? Everybody saw me as lazy about 4 years ago. I never got off the couch, and I would take the elevator instead of the stairs. And once I hit the gym and I hit hard, you'd be surprised just how strong you are, and trust me on this. Okay, moving the weight slower. For example, instead of just doing a basic bicep curl and breezing through it, we want to concentrate on the muscle that we're using. So we're using the bicep, hence bicep curl, and not the forearm. You will feel it in your forearm because it's a secondary muscle, but the primary mover is that bicep. And we're going to concentrate the mind to muscle connection, one of the most important rules of weight training, okay? And we're going to go slowly, we're going to hold, and slowly down, and you're going to feel and isolate that muscle, and it's going to be used more efficiently, and you're going to see better results, okay? Of course, using static holds and changing up the exercises. So we're going to go heavier, we're going to do more reps, we're going to do more sets, and we're going to go slower. There's so many different ways that you can use weight training. And coming up next, we're going to talk about the difference between, of course, the weight training we just discussed and cardio. Stay tuned.